Good morning. Today, special guest Keith Mills is joining us today. You may have seen him on the Ravens broadcast or heard him on 1090 AM or 98 Rock. He started his own television career at WJZ TV as a sports producer. 5 years later, he began reporting on air. About 30 years later, he's here reporting with us. We have some questions from a few of our students, and we'd like to get them answered here today.
Hi, Mr. Mills. We were wondering, how did your family influence your love for sports?
Great question. Fantastic question. My father worked at Channel 13 for 40 years.
Oh, wow.
They actually, when they were sold to a corporation called Westinghouse, someone actually had to turn the switch off and on to make it legal, and he was the person that turned it off and on in the mid-1950s. So I kind of grew up around the Channel 13 studios and in that TV station. So when I was pursuing a career, I wanted to get involved with journalism, and I wanted to write. I wanted to work for newspapers. But because of my father's involvement with Channel 13, when I got out of college, there were some job openings up there, and it's not what you know theory, it's who you know. But once you know someone, you get a job. It's up to you to keep it. But my father influenced me enormously in regards to my career, absolutely.
Gotcha. Wow. Okay. Our next question from another one of our students.
Hello, Mr. Mills. Would you recommend your job to other high school students?
Oh, absolutely. I would recommend my job to other high school students for a couple of reasons. One, I get to work with some really, really great people. You know, they see you and I on the air. What they don't see are dozens of people off the air who make us look good, so to speak. I don't know if they can make me look good, but they certainly enhance what you look like. And those people you have to take care of. My father gave me a great piece of advice when I was younger. He said, listen, you'll get a lot of the credit and adulation from the viewing audience, but it's the people behind the scenes that do a lot of the work. You need to take care of them. You need to treat them with respect. So I work with some great people, and I've had a chance to do some really cool things. Been to 15 Super Bowls, covered 2 Ravens Super Bowl wins. The last time the Orioles won the World Series, I was fortunate enough to cover that. When Maryland basketball team, men and women, won the national championship, I was fortunate enough to cover that. There are some great perks. But to meet some of the people that we've had a chance to meet, Cal Ripken, obviously now Ray Lewis and his phenomenal Hall of Fame career, they're pretty cool. I would advise a lot of young people to get involved with this, but I would also caution them that you need to do 2 things. You need to be willing to sacrifice a lot of social time for the business because it demands a whole lot of time. And 2, you really need to learn a lot about what journalism is all about. And that's how to write and how to communicate. And what we're doing right now is simple communication. But you also need to communicate with people that you work with every day to try to get your message from your mind to the television. And that's sometimes a challenge. But this is a tremendous business we're in, but it is extremely time-consuming. Not hard, but time-consuming.
Gotcha. That is completely true. Relationships are important.
Oh, no question.
Yeah. Gotcha. Well, thank you. We appreciate your time at Lansdowne
My
High
pleasure.
School.
Thank you. My pleasure.